Today, from Orlando, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
The NCAA College Football Season 1-2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled at
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Brown. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
15-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Colts.
To throw on second down. Brown. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Makes
the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff
Week 1 LSU 2-2 Florida Gators 4-1 final.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Week 1 Miami Hurricanes 2-1 Nebraska 3-4 final.
And that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now
on 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
first out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
25-yard line.
Week 1 Oklahoma Sooners 9 USC Trojans 2-8 final.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
It's tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
At the 46-yard
5
line.
yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, Brown. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Brown. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But
and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Brown to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Webb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And 14. From the gun, Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brown. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Looking to throw.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Brown has the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Here's Brown throwing on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, Brown. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Brown now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Chiefs 17, Colts 13.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jeez.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We can't have that.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Well, they certainly had success through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carried.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
That is caught at the 7. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback is set.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. They occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
17 more yards.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situations.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Now Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Grover Stewart picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Brown. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
7-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now a stoppage for an injured player, and that is Damian Williams, who's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Brown. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Brown. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Ricky Seals.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The quarterback.
2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again.
Antonio Hamilton.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Gotta do better.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think
Week
about
1 Oregon
the team that
3-8
just got
Texas
vanquished.
Longhorns
They did
1-3
score in the
final.
second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.